Hi, Amy of Fashion Toppings here with a little vlog. I'm back in the car. School has started back up, so once again I have, with the schedule my kids keep, I'm sitting in my car roughly throughout the day at almost 3 hours on any given day, Monday through Friday. So I'll be doing a lot of vlogs for my car. And I wanted to give you a few updates. Once again, no makeup. I can't because of my eyes. I've been dealing with that dry eye since May, and I have been able to wear makeup, but then August 6th, which ended up being my birthday, well, that whole week I've been waking up and I've been having where my eyes got really bad, where they kind of feel crystally. When my eyes are closed at night when I'm sleeping, my eyes would dry to my eyelids, and then if I'd move my eyes too quickly, it'd feel like I was scratching my eyes. And then, I mean, it was just painful, and I, start crying, and the tears, and then finally my eyes would loosen up, and it would just... Phone call. Okay, I had to take that phone call, sorry. And then while I'm on the phone, thank goodness I'm on the phone so someone wasn't wondering what I was doing. But this delivery truck just pulled up past me, and they looked at me like, what are you doing? And then I was, so I just kind of pretended to be on my phone. And they actually pulled up and jumped into the trees to go to the bathroom. Jumped into the trees to go to the bathroom and just jumped back out. You always wondered what people do when they're in the, never mind. Don't even want to know. So I just thought that was kind of funny that the car pulled past me, went to the end of the parking lot, jumped into the trees, and then jumped back out and got in the vehicle and left. So I know the delivery guy probably had to really go. Because we're out in public. I'm at, there's a church right over here. And they just be in the church parking lot. But I just pretended to be on the cell phone so they didn't think I had a camera going. But, also back to my eyes. Okay, so I've been, for that whole week, once again, my eyes flared up again. I couldn't move my eyes in my sleep. I'd wake up several times throughout the night in pain, having to put drops in my eyes. And it's the drops my eye doctor gave me, not the Restasis. I still didn't do that because it was just too damn expensive. And so they had me doing the sustained balance just over the counter and doing it 4 times a day. And it actually hurt to use sustained balance. And I found out it had something to do with lipids or whatever. So I woke up August 6th. It was my birthday. And I woke up, wasn't even thinking. And I just quickly opened my eyes. Well, my eyes, both eyes were dried to the inside of my eyelids. And it felt like I scratched both corneas. Oh my God, I just burst out into tears. I couldn't get my eyes open. I couldn't take any sunlight in the eyes. It was just so painful. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. This whole menopause thing, I mean, men have to have something more than a beer belly when they get, when they hit their menopause age. This is not fair. I just feel like my body is totally becoming an alien to me. I went straight up to the eye doctor again, and they put this yellow dye in my eye, and it's like an oil type stuff. And he said that my eyes were extremely angry, and I'm like, no kidding, I know my eyes are very angry. I'm very angry because of my eyes. And then he said he could see marks on my corneas where my eyes had pulled away from my eyelids, and so I was actually leaving marks on my corneas. So I've been without makeup now for almost 2 weeks. So all the videos you guys have been watching have been ones that have been pre-recorded, my shopping videos, and for the most part. But so if it didn't clear up, he put me on steroids, eye drop steroids 4 times a day, a lubricant eye drop 4 times a day, eye wipes twice a day, and then like a Vaseline ointment at bedtime. So I'm doing like so much stuff in my eyes that I couldn't even put makeup on if I tried, because it'd all run out. But while he was in there looking, because of all of the dryness and the aggravation and the little pull marks on my eyes, then also on top of that, I had bubbles inside my eyelids where then bacteria decided that it wanted to have a party. That's how he describes stuff. He's so cool. So my eyes are angry and bacteria is having a party. And so I had bacteria bubbles underneath my eyelids. So my eyes are just totally messed up. And so I'm doing these drops. I mean, it's seriously, it's 8 drops a day plus wipes and an ointment. And they feel so much better, but I still can't get makeup on them. One, just because the amount of oil that these drops have. I could wipe this and I have oil on my fingers because it's so oily. I couldn't wear makeup, it'd be running down to my nose. So, but I'm doing a vlog and I don't care that I don't have makeup on. My eyes are finally, I'm able to be out without sunglasses. Before, my eyes were so sensitive to sun that I couldn't get my eyes open. It was just ridiculous. I have to wear sunglasses because anything else hurt. So, and he's saying this is, once again, a hormone imbalance. It has to do with the whole hormone thing. And I think I told you back in May, they took me off of estrogen. So I'm only on progesterone. And I posted this tough out the hot flashes. And I know a lot of you ladies have said tough out the hot flashes. It was just so miserable. So that now they're talking about possibly letting me try it, and I don't know if I want to try it or not. So if any of you have tried it, let me know. I think it's called Bristol or something like that. They FDA just approved in a very low dose, just approved, it's like an antidepressant, which has been proven to take care of your hot flashes. So, and it is approved by the FDA for hot flashes. And so it's a non-hormonal treatment but see, I don't want to take a whole bunch of meds. I'm taking the progesterone just because I have to. I quit taking the testosterone just because, I mean, the emotional roller coaster, the testosterone, I felt like it was making me really moody. And God knows I didn't need to be any more moodier than I was before. So, okay, so enough about my eyes. That explains, that's a very long story explaining why I wasn't wearing makeup. Okay, and then the other news that I have, I always have to check and make sure no one's walking up to my car. The other news that I have is that I apologize, but there won't be a sewing video out for the next couple of months. And I'm not sure how long, but we sold our house. My beautiful house that I love. We end up, I think I told you in a vlog back in the spring that my husband wanted an acreage. He wanted land. And he wanted a lot of land. He didn't like, we were on an acre and a half before, and that wasn't enough. Okay, so he came across a piece of land, this big piece of land for us that it was just too good, you know, too good to pass up. He wanted it, so I'd say go ahead and get it. You know, I'll support you on this, even though I'm a subdivision girl. I like a subdivision. I like an HOA to a certain extent. You know, but I like to be able to walk around and see the neighbors and, you know, get to know the people around us and that type of stuff. My husband's just, you know, he's an acreage boy. He grew up on a big farm, and so he's having his dream. So we did buy a bunch of land. We've already taken the barn down because the barn is actually where our new house is going. So, but we put our house on the market, and then boom, it's sold. And, you know, we probably should have priced it a little higher. But it's sold quickly, and the people are, I mean, and it's a fast close. Well, guess what? The new house hasn't even gotten started yet. It's still in the permit phase. We got the blueprints, all that kind of stuff, but it's in the permit phase. And we have to move a little house that's on the property, which we're gonna keep because it's an old historic home, and we're having it moved. So they're gonna jack it up and move it. So my vlogs, you know, for the next couple months, you know, will be shopping and in the car vlogs. And I'll try to do some little sewing projects, but you know, most of my stuff is packed up. I packed up my sewing room already. I did take my sewing machine. We are in a townhouse rental until our house is built. We're gonna be moving. We haven't moved yet. We're moving next week. But my house is completely packed now. But so until the house is built, we're living in a townhouse, which is a lot smaller than what we live in now. And so there's not gonna be a lot of room for me to be sewing. There's no extra bedroom, no extra nothing, because there's just not room for them to dedicate a sewing area for me, my husband and my kids. But so my videos are gonna consist of my vlogs, my shopping, and then I'm also gonna document, because I don't know if, you know, other than on HGTV, you might not have get a chance to see, you know, how they pick up a house and move it. we're moving this house just over 100 feet, and we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna restore it and turn it into like a little guest house, so that when family comes to visit us, they have their own private residence, you know, to stay in. And then also my kids, to encourage them, if they want to stay at home instead of moving away for college, they can stay in a house. It'll be their own. I mean, I could let my kids live with me forever. I know it's not the right thing to do, but if my dream world would be that I would build 2 houses on our property, 1 for each child. So when they get married, I'd babysit all the grandkids. Everybody stayed on the same piece of property. You know, I know it's not realistic, but you know, a girl can hope. You know, that's my dream. I hate when school starts up. Most, you know, you hear everybody's like, yay, school's back in, the kids are back in school, and I'm like bawling and like, no. And my kids are 15 and 20, and 1 in college and 1 in high school, and I'm sitting there thinking, no, I don't want school to start. I want my kids to be at home with me, because my kids are my best friends. They're the ones I hang out with. And I mean, I do all my shopping with my kids. Everything's with my kids. So for me, I would love to have just, you know, two houses built on my property, 1 for each child, and then when they got married, they'd move to stay on the property, and then when they had kids, that'd be a built-in daycare. I'm dreaming. I know that'll never happen, but so that little guest house would be either for my kids, if they wanted to live at home while they go to college, or it's a guest house if, you know, when people come to stay with us, then they have their privacy and they can stay in it, because, I mean, it would be too, you know, it'd be sad to tear down a house. This house was so old that it was before electric and before bathrooms. That's how old this house is. This house, they added a little addition onto the house so that it had a bathroom. And then the electrical, we have to have all the electrical redone because it's all the really old, just 2-prong electrical. That's how old this little house is. So we're gonna be moving that out of the way. We already tore down the barn, and so that we can build our new house, and I'm gonna document all of it on my channel here until I can get back to sewing. But so I wanted to let you know what's going on there, and of course I got my coffee. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting in the car waiting, another one of the school things. I have to wait for 1 hour and then give them a trip to another location. I'm like an Uber driver, but I'm just for my kids. I'm an Uber driver for my kids. But I'm trying to think of what else that there is that I needed to update you guys on, other than the biggest thing was I couldn't tell you my house is for sale because, you know, I wanted to keep that kind of to ourselves until the house actually sold. But I'm gonna miss my house. The appraiser went through, and you know, it did make me feel good because I'm gonna do a separate video. That's my next vlog. I'm gonna show you all the before and the after pictures of my house, the pictures that I do have. But we completely remodeled this house, and the appraiser guy fell in love with my kitchen, and we got classified as it would be a professional chef's kitchen. The only thing we were missing is our refrigerator. According to our state, our refrigerator cannot be removable, and our refrigerator can be removed. So we're considered a semi-professional chef's kitchen, just because our refrigerator wasn't a built-in Sub-Zero. So, and ours, you know, can be removed. So we're gonna remember that. Our next house is gonna have one that can't be removed, and that's built in, so that we can have that professional chef's kitchen, which helps with the appraisal. But the appraiser guy loved our kitchen, so that kind of made us feel good, because, you know, we completely remodeled that kitchen. And he loved my master bathroom. And I was like, yay, because that was all my, you know, that was my vision, that master bathroom with the, you know, the pickled ceiling and the shabby chic look. He loved the bathroom, so at least that made me feel good. And I'm gonna copy some of those things over to the new house. I know my master bathroom, I'm gonna copy a lot of the stuff I did in this master bathroom over to the new one. The new house is gonna be more of a farmhouse style, that shabby chic. My husband and I have been watching this show called Fixer Upper, and it's on HGTV, and it has the people from Magnolia Farms. They fix up houses. She's a designer and he does the contracting, and they're both realtors, but they help someone find a house and then they remodel it, but it's always done in like French or French cottage or shabby chic. I mean, almost every house they do ends up being decorated like that. And we both love that. My husband and I both love that. So we've decided in the new house is gonna be the, you know, French cottage or shabby chic farm style, you know, kind of blended all together. So it's gonna be a lot different. And my bathroom from my house now, all of that design actually falls right into that, you know, that style. So we're gonna reuse that for the, that same look at the new house. And had my mom and my aunt in town to visit. We flew them down for my mom's birthday. Is my mom's birthday in the middle of July, so I flew them down. And then they liked my haircut, even though it's not looking so good right now because I'm due for a color. But they liked my haircut. They hadn't seen it in person, and so they decided they wanted to get a makeover from Kelly, who does my hair. And Kelly is fabulous. I love her. And so they wanted to get their hair done by her too. So I called Kelly. Kelly got them both in the next day. She fit them in, and it just worked out great. And so my mom and my aunt got some makeovers. So my mom got the same haircut as me. Hers is just a little bit shorter, and she went, since she's gray, where mine's blonde, hers is gray. She left that gray, and then she put some black in. She put some black instead of the hot pink. It looked really nice. I mean, she looked fabulous. And then my aunt, she wanted to be a little bit different, so she went with the stacked, you know, shorter in the back, and then comes down, you know, like this. Looks like this, but on both sides. So short in the back, long in the front, short in the back, long in the front. Looks really good. And she's a natural redhead, and so we kind of had her, you know, she's really faded out in the front. The vibrant red isn't there anymore. It's more of the blonde now. So we had her put the kind of like orange red in the back on the stacking part. It turned out really cute. We had so much fun. And so it was kind of like a ladies' day, makeover day. So we had fun. We did a ton of thrifting, which is why I've had so many thrifting videos and shopping videos to show you, because I spent a lot of time in the month of July shopping. So that's why I've been showing all my shopping videos while my eyes would heal up, because I didn't want to do any videos. I mean, my eyes are looking fabulous now. If you would have seen them before, and if I'm brave enough, I might insert a picture, because I had to take a picture for the doctor. I might insert a picture, but it looks so nasty, I don't think I want to show you a picture. It was just gross. But, well, I suppose I've been rambling on and on and on, but I have fun sitting in here talking to you guys, even though I don't hear anything back until later when I get to read the comments. But for me, it's fun. And it's just been so stressful with this whole move thing, because for those of you who've moved, I mean, like for us, okay, we've changed houses 5 times in 8 years. That's how, I mean, my husband just gets transferred a lot, or he just likes to flip properties, you know, that type of thing. And so I've been under a lot of stress, because the house, you know, you have to wait until the buyers have their approved financing in, you know. So, you know, us sitting here with a house, and we bought the acreage, and then we have to go rent, because, you know, our new house isn't ready yet, so we have to go rent. Well, you have to sign a lease. That's risky, and because someone could turn around at the last minute and say, oh, our financing fell through, we can't buy the house, and then I'm stuck with the new ranch, the house that we have now, and then a rental lease. Then I'm stuck with all 3. So we were actually down to 10 days before moving. We are right now 10 days before moving, and we just finally locked a lease down. And the problem is, I mean, you might think it's easy to rent. It's not when you have 3 dogs, and when you're in a hot area where rentals go quickly. I mean, you look at one, you know, today, tomorrow it's not going to be available. And so people don't want to do a short 6-month lease or a 3-month lease. They don't want to do that. Well, and then I have 3 dogs. Nobody will take 3 dogs. So we have a friend gonna be taking Bella and keeping Bella for us. Hopefully it works out. They're gonna be keeping Bella for us until our house is ready, which is heart crushing for me. I don't, you know, and my kids, we don't want to, the person who's taken our Bella for us is, you know, it's a 40-minute drive, so I can't just stop by there and check on Bella. And so it just crushes me that they're gonna be, someone else is gonna be watching her. I mean, I'm thankful someone's gonna be watching her, but it's also crushing me that she's not gonna be with us. So we are going to, we haven't done it yet, so we're gonna be taking Bella up to a friend's house and they're gonna be watching her for us. And because, you know, the rentals, most places wouldn't take a dog over 35 pounds. Well, Chance is a golden retriever. Chance weighs 65, 70, you know, between 65 and 70 pounds. And then on top of that, you know, Chloe's my baby. The pug, she's my baby. Nobody babysits her. And so, you know, I've got a golden retriever and a pug, so I had to try to find a rental that would at least agree to let us have 2 dogs. And I got someone parked next to me. Well, they can't see me talking. It's a car that just pulled up and they're exchanging. They must be someone giving a child a ride because they're swapping out kids out of cars. So I didn't want them to think, who's the weirdo with the camera and we have kids in our car? So I didn't want to do that. Okay, well, until my next vlog, which will be very soon, because I'll be doing a lot of these sitting in the car, talking about my daily activities and what's going on or thoughts about things. So, well, this is Amy with Fashion Toppings. Until next time, you have a great day.